2013 BIFF continues with Christine Romero, the editor for the unbelievable documentary Besa The Promise. Capsulize this for me, if you would, for just a moment.
We follow a contemporary journey of an Albanian man whose Muslim father rescued a Jewish family in World War II.
Wow, you've done that before. It is a terrific piece of work and something that's a little unexpected, I think.
It's a story that no one knows. On the one hand, it's a universal story of fathers and sons and promises made. So it could have happened in 4th century China in the 1849 gold rush. But we have this historical moment that no one knows, that this tiny little country of Albania, even before Kristallnacht in 1938, opened its borders to Jews. King Zog, the Muslim king of Albania, saw what was happening in the rest of Europe, and he said, we have to protect these people. And from the king, high government officials, all the way down to farmers, peasants, they all welcomed the Jews. It's a majority Muslim country then and now, but it would not have happened without all Albanians making a collective agreement for the people to save people.
Now, this began as part of a project to follow Norman Dershman, the photographer around, as he photographed these folks before they passed, because a lot of them are very old at this point. And something else came out of that. The documentary gods looked down and smiled on you.
Yes. As Norman was photographing people, he was trying to get people who were there, which means in today's world they were children at that time. Well, this one man came in with a story he wanted to tell. And according to director Rachel Goslins, they kept saying, well, he's second generation. He wasn't born until 1950. So they kept putting the people who were actually there ahead of him, and then they had a break in their interview, and they said, well, let's bring that man in. And he walked in with these 3 prayer books, actual physical evidence of the Jewish family that they had rescued. And he told the story of his father rescuing this Jewish family. He didn't know a lot of details because his father was a very modest man. Everybody did it. So they didn't have all these details.
And then the journey to return these books to the heirs of those survivors.
After World War II, Albania went behind one of the most repressive communist regimes in all of Eastern Europe. No information got in and none got out. So Recep's father was never able to return the books to the Jewish family, which he had promised to protect these books. And he could have been imprisoned or killed for having had these books under the communist regime once they banned religion in 1967. So when his father passed away in 1985, it became Recep's Besa, his promise. He inherited it. And it's an Albanian tradition.
This is a sacred thing.
It's a sacred thing. It's a sacred oath.
Very sacred oath.
So it became his Besa. He had to go find this Jewish family. And he spent 16 years trying to find this family. Then he met Norman. And that's when Norman was able to help him find the Jewish family.
And it's a fascinating story. It just never, there seems to be a twist at every opportunity. And a fascinating people to come to know. By the time you finish with the film, you feel like you've really been on a journey with Rajab. And he seems to be a very wise man, by the way. One of the best things you could possibly hear as a filmmaker after the lights go up is, for the first question, where can I get a copy of your film?
That was very nice.
Yeah.
That was very nice. And we hope to get a distributor and to start getting this into theaters and make it available for streaming and DVDs eventually.
Well, good luck on the rest of the film festival, sir.
Thank you very much. It's been wonderful to be at the Beaufort International Film Festival.
Yes.
It's been fantastic.
Thanks.